Sunny 93.3, thank you so much for listening. We've got Jeff Harding from Prairie Real Estate Group, and we're going to be talking about some classes that are coming up. How you doing, Jeff?
Good. How are you, John?
Fantastic. Now, people might have heard of first-time homebuyer classes, but you guys are doing something a little different. It's not just for first-time homebuyers. It's anybody that's kind of in the market to buy, right?
Well, I think there's a lot of people who not only maybe know that they're in the market to buy, but there's a lot of people who are wondering, should I go out and buy a home? I mean, in most cases, if you can qualify for a mortgage and you could buy a home, and right now you're renting, you could pay less to own your own home than you are paying in rent.
And you do see that quite often, where you're paying a higher monthly fee to rent a home than you would to just buy a home and have a smaller mortgage.
That's true. I think what's happened is there's a lot of preconceptions out there that people have that I need a large down payment before I can buy a home, or I have to have A+ credit, or wherever my credit is now, it needs to be higher than that before I would be a candidate to take out a mortgage and buy a home. The truth is, you really don't need a big down payment to buy a home. I've found that when it comes to getting pre-approved for a mortgage, they don't need to put anything down.
Now, we've got these classes coming up later this month, and the nice thing is you don't have to be a first-time home buyer if you're just in the market to buy a home, and you want to do it in the smartest possible way to make sure you're using all of the programs that might be available to you. How do I sign up for these classes?
Well, we're going to do something unique. We're going to offer these home buyer classes, and typically you hear large firms that have home buyer classes or first-time home buyer classes. And what are the main reasons that maybe somebody wouldn't go to them is, if I'm trying to establish, am I a person that could get a home loan and buy a home? I don't really want to ask my embarrassing questions in a classroom full of people. I talk about my bad credit or how good does my credit have to be, things like that. I just lost a job a year ago and now I started a new one. That's personal information, and we certainly understand that. It's a sensitive subject to some people. And so we've wanted to create an atmosphere where we could invite people to come in and learn about the process of buying a home, figure out where they have to be to get a mortgage as far as how long they've been at their job, what kind of credit they have, their debt-to-income ratio, things like that. There's a lot of different types of mortgages that are available to anybody who wants to buy a home. Which one is best for you?
And the nice thing is you'll actually have an expert on mortgages here to kind of answer those. Even if they don't choose to work with him, he'll still be able to give them some great ideas.
Sure. We've got the Dalai Lama of home mortgages here. It's Sean Nielsen from Guaranteed Rate. He's our preferred lender. We certainly recommend him to anybody who's in the market to buy a home. We'll have 3, 4, 5 couples or home buyers, potential home buyers there that are there just for the education. It doesn't cost you anything. As a matter of fact, we'll have drinks and desserts. So you figure you're getting that for free, if nothing else. It's a great night away from the kids or whatever. But you're going to come in and learn about identifying what type of home is best for you. People say, I'm in the market to buy a home. Well, let's talk about that. It's more than just number of bedrooms you want or what price range or what neighborhood. We're going to have a whole checklist of things for you to help identify what home would be best for you. And we're going to take time away from the group of home buyers that are there to where you can sit down privately with our Dalai Lama of home mortgages and figure out what's the best mortgage for you. Do I even qualify for a home mortgage?
So that's not going to be something you'll be doing in front of a whole bunch of other people anyway.
No, I mean, you can keep that privacy part of it. Maybe the reasons why you wouldn't go to a classroom with 30 home buyers and you'd be reluctant to raise your hand because there's things that are just sensitive to me I don't want to air out in front of everybody. You can do that in private and get your questions answered. It doesn't cost you anything. It doesn't affect your credit score to get your questions answered. You can even go back to your own bank and get your mortgage there. He's not there answering your questions on the condition that you do business with us. We're doing it to help you.
How do I sign up, and where do I go to get all the information?
Well, you can call us at Prairie Real Estate Group at 605-521-3000. We're going to offer the classes on Thursday nights in March on the 14th, the 21st, and the 28th. Now, in the event that Thursday night at 7 p.m. doesn't work for you, we'll set up a setting where we can do it one-on-one with you, where we'll have Sean here to answer your questions about mortgages. I'll help answer your questions and help you identify what type of home would work best for your family, what the market is like with that price range, what's out there right now to look at. We'll even put our Home Snap app on your smartphone so that you can start looking the next morning when you wake up, drive around and turn your app on the phone, and it'll show you all the homes in your price range that are for sale and where they're at.
If I'd like to sign up, what's the website once again, and maybe even a phone number to call you?
It's prairierealestategroup.com, and you can call us at 605-521-3000.
And we've got a link to Jeff's information on our page as well. You can find that at sunnyradio.com.